In this area, all women are thought to be created to fulfill the needs of men. There is no such thing as women's rights in this area. Men can do whatever they want to a woman, because in this area there is no such thing as saying that this thing is good and that this thing is bad, and they seem comfortable with this. Hello, my dear family, peace be with you. Today I have brought you the most popular movie called Immoral Tales, which was released in 1973. My family, please help us by liking the video. Without wasting time, let's go to the movie.
Yes!
The movie begins with a young boy named Andre. He decides to take his 16-year-old cousin on a bike ride to the beach. When they arrive, Andre suggests they move to a quieter spot so she can swim freely. She agrees, and they climb over some rocks to find a better place. Unfortunately, they end up stuck by the rising tide. Andre tells his cousin to stop swimming and get dressed while they wait for the water to go down. He is a bit bossy, but she doesn't seem to mind. She puts on her dress, and Andre scolds her for it getting dirty, even though they've only been at the beach for a short time. After she gets dressed, he tells her to take off her undergarments since they got wet while swimming. She does this, and then Andre suggests they play a game to pass the time. After a while, Andre asks his cousin if she knows how the tides work. He explains how the moon and the sun affect the tides and how they need to be aligned for the tide to change. Andre looks at the innocent girl and finally shows what he really wants. He tells her that they didn't come to the beach just to have fun. He had planned to come to this rocky part of the ocean because he has a crush on his cousin. He tells the girl that he's thirsty for something, but instead of water, he wants a kiss from his cousin. He uses a strange analogy, saying the girl is like a sheep and should eat the salt he offers her. He tells her to focus on pleasing him so that they can both enjoy it. As he talks, he puts his finger in her mouth. At first, she is unsure, but soon she opens her mouth and starts something his finger. Feeling like he has taken control, he asks her to do something more intimate. The girl, already excited from their earlier games, agrees. She starts to touch Andre, but he tells her they don't have time to waste. He has a timer set to match the tidal wave and his climax. He pushes her down and has her help him. Soon he gets excited and starts talking about the tide. He climaxes at the same moment as the wave, and the girl feels pleasure too. The cries of seagulls remind them they are not alone, or maybe they provide a calming background for what just happened. The second story takes place in a church in 1980 and is called Therese Philosophy. A teenage girl from the countryside has devoted her life to Christ and the church. One evening, she walks through the church, thinking about the sermon she heard. The Lord wants her to be loyal to Him. She keeps thinking that the Lord controls her thoughts and feelings. She loudly expresses her desire to be happy and hears the Lord say He can make her happy if she seeks Him. However, her mind wanders, and she starts to believe that the Lord can please her in other ways as she touches the church artifacts gently. She thinks that if she behaves well, the Lord will reward her. It must be frustrating to feel awakened in a church setting. The girl is feeling very upset and starts to touch herself. An older woman, who is supposed to take care of her, finds her. The woman gets angry, calls the girl names, and takes her back to her room. She punishes the girl and leaves her crying. Then she locks the girl in the room for 3 days and nights. The girl begs for some books to keep her company, and the woman eventually agrees. The girl hugs a small prayer book while she continues to cry. For dinner, she is given raw cucumbers. One day, when she is alone, she finds a book in her things. Bored, she begins reading it and discovers it's an adult book. As she reads, she starts to imagine being with someone she cares about. Despite trying to stay calm, she feels overwhelmed and realizes she needs to deal with her feelings. In the next scenes, we see a girl looking at some old religious items in her room. When that doesn't make her feel better, she kisses her little dolls, wanting to feel some love. This makes her happier, and soon she is lying in bed. She touches herself and remembers she has some cucumbers nearby. The last scene shows her looking out the window, thinking about what to do next. In the distance, a man is watching her, planning how to approach her. The third story takes place in the 1610s and is about Erzsébet Tori, the Countess of Hungary. One day, she visits a small village and orders all the pure and humble women to come to her. She checks them one by one, looking at their bodies and seeing if they are pretty. Before the Countess arrives, one woman tries to escape the village after being caught having an affair. She runs into the woods but is caught and brought back. She stands before the Countess with a little girl. The Countess inspects the women and decides she likes them. Then she, her maids, and the women leave the village to go to the Countess's palace. The women admire the beauty of the castle, but they think the Countess seems a bit sad and could use some cheering up. The Countess has her helper show the village women the showers. The girls happily shower while joking and drawing silly pictures on the clean walls. After a while, they are all clean and smell nice with perfumes and oils. The Countess angrily cleans up one of the rude drawings while her aide prepares a drink. The women are escorted out while still naked and enter a large hall where the Countess offers them drinks from a goblet. They become excited when the Countess allows them to touch her dress. They crowd around her and push her, causing her to fall onto a bed. They take off her clothes, and one girl bites her necklace, collecting the pearls and putting them inside the Countess. Soon, the women begin to fight with each other. The Countess quickly leaves the room. Later, the naked Countess goes into a bathroom where the tub is filled with red color water, and her aide is cleaning her sword. The Countess bathes in the red color water and then rinses off. She invites a woman into her room, and they start touching each other, which leads to them having fun. The next morning, the aide quietly gets up and leaves the Countess sleeping. A few minutes later, guards from the palace come into her bedroom and say she is under arrest. Turns out that Arzabet kills young women and bathes in their blood to stay young forever. The last story takes place in a church in the 1400s. The Pope is there with his son and daughter. He has his son kiss a nut before giving it to his daughter to eat. The Pope and his children are very close, but not in a usual way. After the church service, the Pope takes his children to the pulpit. He shows them some inappropriate pictures of horses and asks what they think about it. He tells them that sometimes people need to give in to their natural urges, and it's better to do it with someone they love. At this point, the daughter's boyfriend arrives. In the next scene, we see the Pope, his daughter, his son, and his son-in-law involved in a strange group activity. At the same time, a priest is holding a church service. During the sermon, he talks to the people about what is right and wrong, using examples of how small actions can lead to bigger sins. He also distances himself from the Pope and the Pope's wrongdoings. Suddenly, royal guards come into the church and take the priest away because the king has accused him of speaking against God, and he is punished by being burned. In the last part of the story, we see the Pope showing his grandchild to the community during a baptism ceremony, and the daughter looks very surprised, as if she doesn't know who the child's father is. The movie ends here. Please, my family, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.